for supporting Rivers State in fight against COVID-19. Rivers State Police Commissioner Mustafa Dandwara warns officers manning various borders against unprofessional conduct. On the foreign and sane, son of late environmental activist Ken Saro-Wiwa dies of COVID-19 in United Kingdom. Stay tuned for the news in details. The federal government has appealed to private medical doctors not to attend the COVID-19 or to COVID-19 patients in their hospitals with government approval. The minister said this during the daily briefing of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 in Abuja. Anaria said the country is trying its best to avoid unnecessary casualties, warning that any private hospital involved in unauthorized treatment of COVID-19 patients will be shut down.
I use this opportunity to again strongly advise my colleagues in the medical profession against secretly or privately managing people who have COVID-19 infection outside of accredited health facilities. We cannot afford to have avoidable morbidity and mortality. Private facilities must obtain accreditation in order to be allowed to treat this highly infectious disease. Practitioners engaging in unauthorized treatment of COVID-19 run the risk of being shut down, their hospitals being shut down for decontamination.
In the meantime, the Director General of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC), Chikwe Iekwezu, said there is a possibility every state in Nigeria will have its share of the COVID-19 pandemic. NCDC boss said this in a live television program monitored from Port Harcourt. Iekwezu stressed that the Nigerian government was making efforts to curb the further spread of the virus. As he said, it has been a tough task.
But the second goal was to enable the public health response to build up its efficiency. And that's really what we're focused on the last 2 weeks and what we will work very hard on in the next 10 days to make sure that we finalize. So that this whole chain that I described in the beginning can work seamlessly. So this is just to let everyone know that we are not anticipating that in the next 10 days we will get to zero. We are anticipating that we will have a public health response that can work while slowly people start going about their small businesses. I don't anticipate a situation where everything will be open and, schools will open, markets will open, airports will reopen on the same day. No, I think there will be a gradual increase, a very carefully calibrated reopening of the economy.
The Lagos state government has confirmed the death of a medical doctor and 2 other COVID-19 patients in the state. The Commissioner of Health in Lagos, Professor Akin Abayomi, announced this on his Twitter handle. The commissioner said the loss of the 3 men brings the number of people who have died of COVID-19 in the state to 10. Professor Abayomi explained that the late doctor had contact with an infected person who recently returned to the country. He, however, said the other victims had no travel history or record of contact with any infected person. Professor Abayomi urged the residents of the state to remain vigilant and report any concern about COVID-19 infection in their communities to the appropriate authorities. Kano State has recorded its first death from the COVID-19 pandemic, with more cases recorded. The State Ministry of Health revealed this in a tweet very early this morning. As he said, a total of 21 cases have been confirmed in the state. Meanwhile, in Kwara State, 2 index cases of COVID-19 have been discharged after testing negative twice. The State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Raji Abdurazak, revealed this via his Twitter page. The Kaduna State Government has converted the National Youth Service Corps orientation camp along the Abuja-Kaduna Highway into a quarantine center. The State Deputy Governor Adiza Balarabe confirmed this during an inspection visit to the facility along with members of the COVID-19 task force in Kaduna. The Deputy Governor explained that the facility would be used to quarantine travelers coming into the state during the lockdown as part of measures to contain the further spread of COVID-19. Balarabe warned unauthorized persons coming into Kaduna during the lockdown to better turn back or get ready to be quarantined at the NYC camp for 14 days to ascertain their COVID-19 status. She disclosed that similar quarantines have been set up at all the 17 entry points into the state with a view to curtailing flocks of travelers and reducing the chances of interstate transmission of coronavirus. The Rivers State government has commended private investors for their contribution to the food bank to help cushion the effect of COVID-19 in the state. The secretary to the state government, Tammy Danagogo, while receiving food items donated by the Lebanese community in Port Harcourt, thanked the group for their show of concern and support to Rivers State.
It is even more important to us, the spirit with which you are doing it. Nobody persuaded you to come and support us, but you saw the need to support the less privileged now is quite apparent. And the Lebanese community has a good friend and neighbors in Rivers State who have risen up to the occasion to support us. They said that a friend in need is a friend indeed. I must say, on behalf of His Excellency,
On his part, leader of the Lebanese community in Rivers State, Charles Suleiman, said their objective is to complement the efforts of the state government as the government battle the COVID-19 pandemic.
What necessitated our visit is, I will talk first of myself. I was born, bred and grew up in Nigeria. 71 years I've been in Nigeria, and I've been in Rivers State 33 years. And I think this is my home because I have not been anywhere else. And the good people of Rivers State, we have been very close socially, working together in every department. So we think it's our own obligation to do what we can to help the community.
Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State has received the palliative packages from the Minister of Transportation to cushion the effects of the stay-at-home order. A leader of the All Progressive Congress in Obiakpo, Chikodi DK, who distributed the food items to all the wards in the area, urged the leaders to ensure that the items are not distributed along party lines.
Being here today is not far from what is happening in virtually 23 local governments of the state concerning how to tackle the deadly virus that is happening in the world today. So we have gathered today to distribute relief materials to indigent members of the local government. Like we already said before now, that this palliative that we are embarking upon is for the general public, especially residents of Obiakpo local government. It's not for party A or for party B. It's for both indigent and non-indigent.
Leaders of various wards who received the items commended the donors and promised to target indigent people in their units.
There are palliatives that have been measures that have been taken to assist the generality of our people, irrespective of the parties. We are not here for what the party has to give to members. No, the palliative is for every member of Obiakpo local government. So what we are doing here today is to ensure that we are distributing this thing to the various wards, so that and then the units, so that they can go and then ensure that this thing goes down to those who need more in the society. We are not targeting the youth as of now.
It's, I think, judging from the faces of people here, you can see that we are all very happy because this is obviously a very trying period.
Fight against COVID-19 is a total one to complement the efforts that is already in place by the state government and the federal government.
The directive by the Rivers State government